Hello there, I'm Fraser from Metalworking in France. I operate a little light engineering business here in southwest France. I've got a little project on today. It's for myself really. Some of the tool holders for my Colchester lathe you can see in the background here. Some of the screws are missing from the tool holders and they're like a square-headed screw. I can't get those anywhere. I've looked on the internet, I've even tried the people who supply Colchester parts. Nobody seems to be able to get these square-headed screws. So what I've done, I've managed to track down some 3/8 British Standard Whitworth BSW screws, Allen cap screws that I can use. What I'm going to do, because they're high tensile steel, I'm going to turn a nipple on the end of the screw, basically, so that it'll just form just a small nipple on the end, so that when I clamp down on top of the tool, I'm not going to swell the end of the screw and make it impossible to get it out again. So watch me as I do this. I'm just going to turn this nipple off and then I'll put a flame on it to harden it, just so that it doesn't deform in any way later on in life. Okay, so in the meantime, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And obviously, if you want to be reminded of any videos in the future, just ding the little bell that's on at the bottom of your screen there, and that will remind you of any videos that I may put on in the future. Okay, so watch me as this job progresses. Well, here you can see I've put the soft jaws in the chuck, so that basically it's a narrower grip on the chuck. Basically, there's a shoulder at the back of the soft jaw. You can just about see it. So then I can put each screw in and bring it forward onto the shoulder, and so that I get all of them the same. It just saves a lot of messing about measuring each one, and I can just run the tool into each component and just put the nipple on that I need at the same depth on every one. Same depth, same length, same diameter, so that everything is exactly right. As you can see, it's a bit difficult to see what I'm actually doing. I'll try and enlarge this in a little bit and just see if we can get a little bit better view of it. We'll see how this goes, but they're turning up quite nicely, even though they are high tensile steel. As you can see, we're going into a close-up like this. It's a little bit iffy because the focus is not very good. As you can see, I'm now just putting a chamfer on the front edge of the nipple. I'm using the same tool as I did to put the nipple on. It just gives a chamfer on the edge so that it doesn't damage the tool when I clamp down on it. It's not too bad actually. Again, it's a bit difficult to see because obviously trying to get the camera to focus at that sort of depth, it's not easy. So it's very difficult to get a good view of it. Okay, so some might say my camera work is not very good here, but you get the idea. I've got an oxyacetylene flame and I'm picking these screws up with a pair of pliers, and I'm just heating the end of it to a cherry red, and then I'll just drop the thing into water. That will harden it. I'll show you in a little bit. Well, I'll try and get it a bit more into the shot of the camera. It's a bit difficult to set the camera up before I actually start working. And then, as I say, when I'm working with the flame, it's very, very difficult to keep it in the right direction. But I think you'll get the idea. As I say, it gets a little bit closer. There we are. You can see it a little bit better there. And I'll heat them, as I say, to a cherry red so that they can harden. I won't bother tempering them because I'm only doing the bottom end, so that it's not really necessary to harden and temper the whole thing, because it's not going to be too fragile on the end. It's just the very end of it, and it's better if it's harder rather than soft. So that should do the job quite nicely, I think. Well, there you are. Not a bad little job in the end. It's a job for me anyway, so obviously not paying me anything. But there's an example of what I've had to do. I put all Allen screws in there for clamping the tool in there, and also for setting the height, a locking screw. Okay, so I've got 2 or 3 of those that are now set up just with Allen screws. And the rest of my tool holders have all got the square-headed nut, which I couldn't seem to buy from anywhere. So anyway, hope you watched that video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe watched it all the way through, which would make a nice change. People do tend to sort of flick through to the end to see what the finished product is. Anyway, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, just found it a little bit informative maybe, and look for me in more videos in the future. So in the meantime, I'll bid you farewell. Goodbye.